lazy naming. Okay, they started getting lazy naming things. Like, what are we going to name this battle? Whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like that in the Forgotten Realms setting. Like, the Spider Haunt Woods. It's a little on the nose. But anyway, welcome everyone to Adventuring Day, episode 21, I think. We're doing 5th edition, homebrew, kinda. And, yeah. So, before we get started with a recap of last session, which should be interesting, let's go around and everyone just give a brief intro to their characters, starting with Garen.
Garen is played by Melantis. He is now on the quest to try to become the avatar for his fallen god, having claimed one of the number of items that we're not sure of yet. He is decided that it is that if some apocalypse is going to overtake Faerun, that it's through Gorm's power that it will be saved.
All right. And now Funk.
Thunk, soldier paladin. Now the ship's cook. Anyways, he's now a paladin of Tamora, and he's on a quest to stop the Five Fingers of Shava. He won't fail his friends, and he won't let his friends fail.
All right. Then I don't think Nick has audio working yet, but Nick is going to be playing Malik Shrocken, who is, and I forget his class and his race every single session. He is a sorcerer, just draconic bloodline sorcerer, blue dragon bloodline, human or half elf, one or the other, something like that. He's playing a very similar character in some ways in the Saturday game, off and on. So that I have him in. Yeah, and he is on a quest to stop the apocalypse and also send a letter to his mother sometime. Jeez. Going on expeditions, leaving her alone in the city. All right, and then we have Captain Thoros.
Captain Thoros, the captain of the Bearded Lady, a once seafaring man that liked to dabble in duels and performances, came to the shore to find adventure and fame. Now, not so racked with guilt, but he does feel that his rashness and his pride kind of brought about the apocalypse that has been foretold. And now he is kind of walking an edge of a very fine sword, trying to figure out what he can do to fix everything that he feels is his mistakes.
All right, excellent. And then I, of course, am the DM, Tutmos, playing Wu Turd, lovable goblin monk from Chiang Liu Shui, as I recall, far to the far east of Faerun, whom the party rescued in like the first or second session from the Cragmog Bugbear tribe thing. All right, so would like to do a recap of last session.
All right. So the captain's log, after about 5 or 6 brandies, we returned to Mirabar with the load of Charlton requested by Millicent. She has told us that she has not heard from Sister Gabrielle in quite some time and believes that somebody is after her. Murders have been happening around the area, and she believes the sister is next on the list. We have been warned about finding the Book of Bogentle that the sister has asked us to retrieve. A man by the name of Laird Harderon?
Hard Iron.
Yes.
Yeah, Laird Hard Iron.
Hard Iron. A powerful wizard was found dead shortly after the sister came to Millicent about the book. We also found out that Sister Gabrielle is a agent of the Harpers, as well as Laird was one as well.
Yes.
She has been in constant contact with Mirabar all this time, but it seems that her messages weren't getting through in recent. So let's see. It seems that Charlton has something to do with the Book of Bogentle. Now that, and this is where the alcohol started kicking in. Now we have to go to the Warlock's crypt of something or other and the Lich something something. The Shadow King took our sanctuary and turned it into Necropolis. The opposite side of Phandalin, across the Sword Mountains. Umeng Bao, the Arcanist we need to find. Scepter of Severus. Good. The logbook we found showed that Harper agents would stay at this place. Oh my god, I was fucked up. Acting as a safe house. There had been a list of 20 names that had been crossed out one by one. And then it trails off where Thoros obviously passed out on top of his logbook, as there's nothing left.
Right. I think towards the end of the session you had a phone call and needed to step away for a bit.
Yes,
but,
that's true.
But yes. Yes, that is 90% correct and accurate. After you found the Staff of Severus, Malik used it to search out the Book of Bogental, and he was given a rather dire vision of its location, deep in the Warlock's crypt, ruled over by the Shadow King Larloch. And you have some stuff to figure out. At the end of the last session, I believe you all decided to go back to Phandalin to talk to Sister Garielli to inform her of what you have learned, and also figure out what to do next, as getting the Book of Bogental from the lair of the Shadow King is not an easy task. Who would have thought?
I think we also came to the conclusion that we need to throw her on the ship with us because she's not safe in one.
Yep, that was also discussed last session, is that people are seemingly, or the Black Fingers are seemingly coming for Lady Garielli, and she's probably not safe in Phandalin.
Safe in my room.
All right.
Is it working? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
First, Malik,
Yay!
what is the what is our fuel tanks looking like?
I don't know. I'll go look. Thomas, what does the fuel tanks look like?
Let us see here. You have. One.
Oh, that's right. We haven't decided on which of the random items we're going to put in yet because
Oh yeah,
there was a lot.
yeah. Nick and I spent
Once I
like
get that pair of pants that we talked about, I'm good.
yeah.
Chunk the rest.
Nick and I spent like 2 hours after last session going through the magic items, getting those
Thank you
generated.
for that.
But yes, the fuel tank, you
You're
have
welcome.
100 miles at normal speed, 200 at slowest speed. It is a 113-mile trip back to Phandalin, which you only have enough fuel to get there at the slowest speed currently.
Okay, so of those items that I put up, was there anything anybody wanted?
Not me.
Nah, there was nothing that I could really use. But, I mean, we do have an item that we could make a suicide bomber now.
Just need a cricket.
As long as I get to pull Gripply's skin underpants out, we're good.
Yeah, I didn't
Alright.
need anything.
I want to double check. I'm going to take the bow, but I don't need want anything else for that.
Which last session reminded me, I'm pretty sure I've never had this paladin book of mine checked for magic.
No, I don't believe so.
Yes. So I'm going to hand it to Nick real quick and see if he can see if this paladin book of mine, which I have maps and notes and stories and whatnot written in, tell me if it's magical or not.
It'll probably take about 2 to 4 weeks of shipping if you're going to send it to me.
Dang.
Malik, on the other hand, is standing right next to you.
Here you go, Malik. Was I saying Nick?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point of the joke.
I am so sorry. I wasn't thinking. I
Yeah,
hand my
it's all
paladin.
good.
I hand my paladin book to Malik.
We have to stay in character, guys. Jeez.
Don't cook.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. But yes, Lantis, you may, or Garen, you may. Well, yes, Lantis, because you're marking a character sheet for Garen. You may put on your Gripply skin underpants if you would like.
Well, I will attune to the Ripley skin underpants.
For anyone who doesn't know, a Gripply is a small frog-like creature similar to a grung. I do not know, however, the exact difference between Gripplies and grungs.
I thought Gripply was a person.
It's like a humanoid frog creature. Grungs feature heavily in Tomb of Annihilation, which just came out. Gripplies, however, I think they were a 4th edition thing? Something like that? But anyway.
I would like to imagine they are like latex and skin tight.
Yeah, I mean, Gripplies are like poison dart frog people.
So skinny pants right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, if you check the Twitch chat, I just pasted a link that shows a Gripply.
Anyways, here you go, Malik. Check this out for me, would you?
Okay, I'm gonna one sec. I'm gonna take the bow. You're taking the pants. If no one wants anything else, everything else will be shoved for fuel
Yay!
from that list. I'm keeping the staff too because we can use that to make whatnot. I'm also gonna throw in my top hat, which I'll post in a second, and the iron cloak.
Since we all have billowing capes now.
Yeah. All right.
That's the cloak.
Okay.
And that's the hat. And then all the other items besides the bow and pants from the gigantic list of stuff.
Excellent. So let me get out my calculator and get that added up. I think this should top off your fuel tank here.
I have some.
The top.
So there. Excellent. All right, your fuel tank. That 3 plus that is 6. Ooh, a little less than 645 million. That's not the correct number. There we go. Okay. Set 100. And then. Excellent. Alright, your fuel tank now has 655 miles of distance available to you at normal speed.
Cool.
And it is 113 back to Phandalin.
Cool.
I set a course to Phandalin.
Excellent. Alright, then I shall deduct that fuel. 5415 fuel points left. Excellent. Okay. Onward to Phandalin. If I can find Phandalin. There we go.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Yes, this is a big map, so it might take a bit to load.
Yeah, my browser just completely black.
Yeah, it might take a bit
Wait,
to
so
load.
did mine.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
You know, Malik, if you don't like Halia all that much, why don't you just outright kill her?
Since it's a feeling right now. I haven't actually seen anything, but I will thanks to this fucking baller staff. But it's more of a feeling, and I'm not just because I don't like someone, I'm not gonna just go fucking kill them. That's wrong. I
It's
think.
very wrong. And
Says the
I wouldn't
person that wanted to throw all the Red Brand bandits you had tied up down the hole in the cavern under the
His character's developing. Give him some
Shush.
slack.
I know.
Um,
I mean, Thunk went dark there for a session, but he's being pulled back into the light.
yeah, that is
I
true.
mean, I waterboarded a changeling in the porta potty.
Let us not forget Thunk throwing the corpse of the murder victim down the hall to check for traps.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about your methods of throwing things to figure things out. We'll have to get you a special pair of rocks or something. Don't go
Hey.
throwing random corpses.
Hey. Look, throwing things at things to figure out things has worked 90% of the time. I think that's a pretty good success rating.
Maybe your entire life, but since I've known you, the success rate is very low.
No, it's been 90% since we've been in a party. I mean, the only time I give it 90% because the only time it's really failed is with the dragon statue.
Right. The Shrine of Tiamat that darn near killed y'all.
I threw a rock at it.
I forgot about that.
Every other time, nothing bad has happened.
Yeah.
I want to stop Halia, not necessarily kill her unless she's actually 100% evil, straight up killing people, that kind of thing. Right now, I'm content with just stopping all of her plans.
That's good, Malik. I just wanted to make sure I knew where your heart was.
In his
Right
chest.
now, my heart is with this staff. This staff is the most beautiful thing in the fucking world.
Oh my lord.
Yes. Once you have a weapon that you know and love and trust, it's a beautiful thing. As he kisses Shatter's skull.
It shatters.
I'm not that intimate with my. This is more no. But thanks for that imagery, Thunk.
I too had a weapon that was the one that got away.
Yes.
Actually, two
The
weapons.
The moist mace.
The Moist Mace and Gorm's
It
Vengeance.
got away more than once.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, you stupid map. Load.
Yeah, no, mine's just entirely black, so I'm
All
just
right.
not paying
Oh,
attention
I'm in.
on the map.
Wow. All right. Yes.
This is what it was doing this to me last week too.
We might have to go to the old map of Phandalin that we were using.
Yeah. Instead, let's put you in the Temple of Luck, which is a much smaller map.
I have made it.
Oh, I did have an idea though, because after using the staff and seeing where the book is, I am highly against going there as soon as possible.
Oh, no, I've came to that conclusion, after sleeping on it.
Yeah, my new thought is
And
we should go after the Gorm pieces and do some other stuff until we are more competent and or find something that's much more useful dealing with the bullshit of what I saw because that was a lot of insta-death. Like 4 varieties of insta-death I saw.
Well, would it be instant death if we all just threw things at it?
I no, I don't. I think throwing things will do nothing because these were living things, and it was like turn to dust, turn to dust, turn to dust, shriveled up old corpse. But all
Yeah.
in different ways. It wasn't just the same thing.
I mean, what if we just keep throwing stuff at it and it just keeps disintegrating it all? Like, you're not gonna get anywhere.
The pile of bones that I saw was rather large and ridiculous. I don't think we'd be the first people trying to throw things into it.
Yes, and for any player interested, you do have Visions of Larloch's Keep in your player handouts folder under the Book of Bowgentle folder.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to go there yet.
So my thought was, we know where at least Agorm pieces, and I feel like having someone that has the powers of a god could do pretty well with Apocalypse and that spooky, scary keep.
Hey, welcome back, Matt. Oh my.
All right, coming back.
Excellent. Yeah, everyone was just discussing the spooky, scary vision that Malik saw, which, for your reference, is in the player handouts folder under the header of the Book of Bowgentle, which is where all items related to this quest will be appearing. Fortunately, Roll20 is giving us an inordinate number of tech issues today.
Handling, fuck that shit.
Never go back to Phandalin again. Let's go back to Phandalin. Oh my. Yes.
Come on, load.
We're all doing it.
I think Landis was the only one who didn't have like the crash on him for this.
I mean, as long as I didn't have my webcam on, it didn't crash.
Lord.
I like how what's his face's dead corpse is still in the well.
I'm in.
Yeah. No, it has dissolved away. Excellent. But yes. You arrive in Phandalin. It looks much as it did before, though you note that Halia is no longer sitting upon her chair outside of the townmaster's hall. The dancing girl is still there, and seemingly the same people that were watching her before are still there, mesmerized by her gyrations.
How long were we gone?
I want to say you were gone for 2 days. A little, like two and a half days.
And the same people are watching the same girl doing the same dance.
Yes.
Sorceress.
Yes, that bitch has got him charmed.
That charm still has a hell of a duration on it.
As long as her hips keep moving.
Or it's succubus.
Or it's succubus, I have to inspect it right away.
I will be the judge of that.
Sounds like your kind of woman there, Thoros.
Oh,
But yes. Otherwise, nothing much seems to have changed in Phandalin in the past 2 days, other than the absence of Halia from her usual spot.
So what is the chair that Halia sits at now?
Yeah, so unlike the old town master, Harvard Wester, who just sat inside all day long, Halia actually likes to observe the town square, so she sits outside with her manservant, Beauregard, who is just now standing there looking solemn, surveying the town square.
Oh, how long did it take to get to Phandalin?
It took 1 day to get to the Crypt Garden Sanctuary, and then a day to get back, and some change, so it's like 2.5 days.
Okay, after my staff recharged, what is it? It's a D6 plus 4?
Yes, a D6 plus 4, so you'll need to... Actually, no, you won't. Yeah, you'll need to roll that. D6... and then another d6.
Well, we got it. We got it. We took a day to get here, so it only took a day to get back.
Yeah. It's been 2 days, basically, since you got it.
What is this from a book?
Oh, sorry. It's been 1 day since you got the staff. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, so it has...
That's more than enough.
Yeah, it has 5 charges.
On the way back today, I was going to use the scry spell to scry on. I'm gonna scry on Dilly Dilly to see if she's still okay and stuff on her way back.
Ah, yes, Lady Gabrielle. That
The
is-
Halia scrying will come later, but it will happen often, T. Just so you're prepared.
Oh, don't worry, Halia is prepared.
Oh, I'm sure she is, fucker. But yes, I'm checking on Dilly Hilly.
Yes, using Scry, as I recall, right?
Yep, it's 5 charges. I'm down to 3. I'm not going to use anything else from it. I'm not going to risk this thing disappearing again.
Let me pull up the staff so I can read what I wrote on that, because it's a long-ass description. Scrying. Excellent, yes. That's a good question. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. You cannot detect Sister Gabrielle at all with scrying. And you may expend your 5 charges.
Like I'm being blocked or she resisted?
That is a good question. It seems like you cannot target her. The spell fails as you cast it.
Staff is a fake.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to scry on? Sorry, I had to walk away.
Lady
Gabrielle.
Ellie.
Yeah. Lady Gabrielle.
So it didn't feel like it was trying to work. It did just like I literally can't.
Yeah, my understanding of scrying is that when they resist it, you know that they have resisted it, but if there's something else blocking it, you don't necessarily know what is blocking it. You know that it failed.
Okay, well that's slightly disconcerting, but actually I'm not surprised knowing that she's a super secret agent. I just wanted to see. Okay.
Right. Yes, you have arrived in Phandalin at this point now. Where would you like to go, being as you're on this map, because the other map seems to kill everything?
Well, I think the Shrine of Luck would be most beneficial.
Yeah, head right towards the shrine.
Right, yeah, you may do so. And hey, you find yourselves inside the Shrine of Luck.
Oh, hey, look.
What do you know? You're right there. And
As we enter, I walk to the well and say a little prayer to Tamora and flip a gold coin in.
Excellent. Yeah, and you can see that Sister Gabrielle, I alternate between calling her lady and sister. Either title is appropriate for her character, but anyway. Sister Gabrielle is still perusing through her little library there, reading different books, flipping pages, going back and forth between her desk and the bookshelf. Welcome back. Did you happen to find Master Bao?
I'll look to her and I'll say, we did, and it's unfortunate, but and then I'll hand her the bracelet that I pulled off of him.
Yes. Yeah, she'll blanch a bit and take the bracelet from you, and kind of a sad look passes over her face briefly. What happened? Was it the Black Fingers?
We can only assume. When we got there, it was deserted except for a bunch of what we can only determine to be people who stayed there that were turned by the, what was it, the scepter.
Well, Master Bao was a tester. He pushed the boundaries of luck to its limit. I suppose after a lifetime of doing that, it caught up with him. Did no one else survive?
No, in fact, we didn't see, aside from the people who had turned, we saw no other human.
It's a shame that Master Bao's proclivities punished everyone around him. But it is reasons like that that we Harpers operate in small cells, insulates us.
Yeah. So we found the staff, and we have a reason to believe that Master Bao was successful in what he intended to do, because the evil presence within it when we found it was gone.
Well, it would seem that luck was on your side, if not his, then. Does the staff hold whatever power that Master Bao believed it did? Can it be used to find things?
Oh, very much so. I've already used it to look for the book.
Yeah, and that's the next big problem.
Is a fucking shit show to get through to get to that book.
Well, after learning the location, I didn't expect it to be easy. Otherwise, I would have gone to fetch it myself.
Yes, we found out about the spell web, the ghost fence, the library, shadows, and stone.
I'm familiar. I know some of those words.
I know some of those words.
Well, I've heard of a spell web before, but the other things I'm not familiar with those. What did you learn?
Lots and lots of dead things. Every single thing that he named, some way, shape, or form, essentially insta-kill things. But the book is there, deep within there somewhere, but it is not going to be easy to get to.
The silver lining being that most likely nobody's getting to it, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
It will not fall into the wrong hands, or the wrong hands will not be able to reach it.
Well, I did some research in the past 2 days, and I learned that there was someone who went into the Warlock's crypt and left successfully. Unfortunately, that only person in all of recorded history to do that was the Zolkir of Necromancy of Thay, Saz Tam.
Oh.
The who?
Lich, right?
Yes, thought to.
The Lich.
Yes.
Oh, well, to me, Lich is it's Vecna than him, but they're close.
Yes, a lich of incomparable power. But if you have seen visions of the things that lie between us and the book, then that can help us.
Yes.
Yeah, I did have a question. Would you happen to know anyone that might know more information or where maybe to go about each of these things or about the location itself? I feel like that would be really helpful in figuring out how to deal with all of these insta-deaths thingamajigs.
Well, there are very, very few people who know anything about Morlock's crypt itself. Of course, Halia Thornton was educated in Thay, though she did leave town.
Next person. We're gonna gloss right over the fact that you said that name. Next person.
Yes, I would rather say that going to her would perhaps be a mistake, given her interests. although her manservant Beauregard is a cleric of Kellamvor, there are few people who know more about the mysteries of the dead than he. Of course, well, Lord Hardiron would have been my next. Laird Hardiron would have been my next suggestion. And then Master Bow. I don't know who else would have more information, if anyone, really. Certainly no one living that I could think of.
Wait, Garen, can you talk to dead people?
Yes. I need to prep the spell, but I can.
We should have brought Master Bao with us, but you said you put hard iron ahead of him.
Yes, he was also a master wizard and one of the harpers. Although,
Maybe we go see his body and ask him a couple questions?
it might be worth a try.
I mean, do you think he would know at least more people to go talk to that might be alive?
Well, Laird Hardiron's specialty was the magic of minerals, not the dead. He may have leads if he is able to be spoken with.
That's not bad idea, but I mean, I could use the staff to find the lich, but our last encounter with the lich wasn't so great, so I don't know if I want to go deal with one that's even better and stronger.
We know a friendly lich.
What?
We've met a friendly lich.
Yeah, that one back in the mine.
Oh, that wasn't a
Oh,
lich.
that wasn't a lich. No, God, thank you. Scared me. Thinking I missed something important like that.
Yes, in fact, that was a wraith. The
Oh,
the
but he
undead.
was super old, wasn't he?
The undead are many and nuanced.
He was very old.
Mm-hmm.
Super duper old.
Maybe they've made the mine up and running slightly. I don't know if he'd still be there. They might have shoot him away. We can go see since we're close. Go ask him.
How long does it get there by foot again?
Couple hours.
More important question: do you have the map that you need to get past the magical block preventing you from finding the location?
Oh shit.
Oh, do we give that Garen or the other Gundren has it, doesn't he?
Yes. Yep. Well, I can tell you something for certain. Wizards, as a rule, are arrogant. The Netherese, more so than anyone else, they feel their mastery over arcane magic makes them invulnerable and almighty, and no civilization exemplifies this truth more than ancient Netheril. This weakness, this flaw, it is an inescapable truth, and may well be the Shadow King's only weakness. If we try to defeat the defenses of Larloch's Keep with merely the magic of wizards, if we try to combat his power by acquiring greater power to use against his works, we will fail. We have to find some other way. You cannot defeat his spells with such spells as his. But there are
I'm looking more for knowledge, not necessarily wizards. I mean, those could be helpful, but I just want more people to talk to about this location.
Yes, well, and that's something to keep in mind. There are magics far older than wizards, less overt, more nuanced, and easily overlooked. Before the weave, there was the gods, and before the spell, there was the song.
What about your girl? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. Those are the things where I would feel that the Shadow King's weakness lies.
Hey, what about your girlfriend there, Thoros?
No.
Yeah, you know, the Banshee lady.
Mm-mm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's right. I remember her. Thoros,
I
you really
remember
liked
her.
her. I remember.
She was nice.
She
She
was
was.
very nice.
Maybe she might have some. Maybe she might know some things.
Oh. Yes, that is an option that we can take. Sure that Agatha would have at least a little bit of knowledge about it. As long as we brought her a good enough present, I'm sure that she'll be more than happy to help us out.
And indeed, once you mention the name Agatha, Lady Garielli just seems to pale for a moment.
Oh, she's nothing like you, Boo. Don't worry.
Boo.
Yes, I know. She's nothing like me.
You guys have bad blood?
She just shakes her head and doesn't say anything.
Toad's bad blood, but I mean, could ask her. But she's old, knows some stuff. But I think we're digging into like super old stuff. We need to find some super old people.
Agatha is one of the few entities that I know of older than myself in this land.
If you, I mean, you don't have to tell us your age, but if you were to ballpark like how old you are to get an estimate on like how old she is.
I was a small child when the Netherese enclave of Orbidal fell to the ground and became Larloch's keep.
Oh, that's old.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should go talk to Thoris's girlfriend.
Alec, I swear, dude.
Oh, we got to bring her shiny stuff. Remember?
Ew.
Agatha's vanity is her undoing. She cannot resist a pretty bauble or a compliment.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I mean, if we don't have any shinies, Thoros can just, woo her into saying some things.
Hey, baby, prepare to be wooed.
I reach into a pocket as I pull out the hairpin that we found. I think this will do just fine.
That's an emerald in the hairpin, as I recall.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she always loved emeralds. They matched her eyes at one time.
Is she a fan of dragon peats? Like scales?
Only gold and silver dragon scales. Fancy her.
Well then. Nope, I'm not. I wouldn't give that up. I don't got much else besides like actual just straight up hard cash. But
I think Thoris's little trinket there will work.
that'll get us one question. I'm more like, what if I want to ask more than one?
Then you guys are just out of luck. We got to make it good.
You're just gonna have to woo her if we need to ask more questions. Compliment her on her beauty.
Yeah, Thoris, you got this.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Of course. It's just if I choose to do so. Ugh.
As I recall, the last time you kissed her hand and like flecks of rotten flesh stuck to your lips. You pulled
I
away.
know. Quit it. The whole time that he's even thinking about it, he's just.
I don't understand. She seemed really nice to me.
All right, enough of her. Sister, what can you tell us more about this book, the Book of Bogentle?
Well, as I had alluded to earlier, the Harpers operate in small cells, but when important tasks need to be done, Contact reaches out and assigns them to agents in the area. I was assigned the task to recover the book, because my superiors, or compatriots, depending on how one looks at things, they believed that it was important for some dark omen that our scryers had read. They felt it had something to do with with the ending of the world, as Master Bao put it.
Yeah, from what I could tell when Malik told us of his vision, the name of it changed to Soulmonger.
Soulmonger.
Oh yeah, it did say something much more evil and ominous when I was looking at it.
Well, the Netherese were fond of using ciphers to hide their arcane knowledge. I've never heard of that term, though. Assuming it means anything in common as it does in Netherese, it certainly is an ill omen. Nothing called Soulmonger could be good. I would have to do more research. I've collected a small library of Netherese reference materials, you see. She motions to the bookcase.
Oh man,
I make my way over and start looking at some of the books.
I'm just starting to think that I want to carry that bookcase onto the ship, aren't I?
Maybe, Thunk. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that brings us. I mean, I was going to come up at some point, but he mentioned going to the ship. Because things might not be the safest. I'm sure you can take care of yourself, but we might need more help in your wisdom since you're super old. If you wanted to like come with us for part of this, or until you decide you don't want to anymore, because we kind of need help. I think we're a little young, and apocalypse is a big thing, and I feel like 5 people with Wu, who is always gone until we need him most of the time, is kind of small to deal with the apocalypse.
You are rude, sir.
You're like super old.
She's the one that told me she was old.
Well, finding the book was my task, and being as my 2 main contacts with the Harpers are deceased, I have nowhere else to turn for help. If you're willing to help me with this, then yes, I will come with you. At least to your... You said you had a ship, a boat?
Yeah, well,
Yes, we have.
that will be explained when we get to it. But yes, we have a boat.
Then very well. Of course, I can't leave my library behind.
How big is this bookshelf?
It is...
It don't matter, you're carrying it anyways.
It is 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall, and jam-packed with books.
Oh man, if only we had a bag of holding.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a library.
Yeah, but Malik probably doesn't have
a bag
these
of holding, but there's a lot of tea in there.
The bag of holding is Thunk.
Uh,
I have a bag of holding, but I did learn that a bag of holding is actually quite big.
Yeah.
It's 4 feet long.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Because I was doing looking for my campaign, and I've seen comparisons between the bag of holding and Haverson's
Haversack, yeah.
And originally in older editions, it took like less action to pull something out of the haversack because whatever you needed was always at the top.
Yeah, the bag of holdings you have to search through. But, like, that's a rule we never use in the Saturday game either. But
right.
I need to start doing that. But anyway.
The bag says one action. It takes an action to pull something out. So, but it says the same thing for the haversack. So I've just decided it would take a bonus or your free interaction because the haversack needs to be better. It's more combat based. A bag of holding kind of not usable in combat to like pull something out because it's just a big. But the bookshelf could fit in there. I think I have the tea, but the tea is nowhere near 500 pounds or taking up 64 cubic.
How frail are these books?
Some of them are quite old and fragile.
Dang, so that throws that idea.
I mean, some of them are older than Sister Garielli.
The bookshelf has to go with us.
Of course, it could be added to the library. I mean,
yes. I mean, we can't individually take some of these books out and carry them. We might damage.
This is going to be awkward.
The new final boss transporting a bookcase.
It's like moving a damn piano.
I mean, as
I mean,
someone who
you
lives
can
on the second
drink
floor
a
of,
potion of hill giant strength.
hey, that is
I
true.
mean, I'm saving.
Save.
I have one too, so
You telling me this is not the best use of that potion?
Yeah,
to
right.
read books.
All right, I will
you
pull
can
out
drink
my
mine.
potion.
I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine because I have one. You can drink mine and keep yours.
Okay. I will pop it open and glug, glug, glug.
All right, excellent. Your strength score is now sufficient for you to carry the entire bookcase on your back.
It tastes like mangoes. It's quite delicious. I bend over and whoop on my back and just start walking out the door with it.
All right, yes, then Lady Gabrielli will go to her desk, gather a few belongings, stuff it into someplace. I think she probably has one of those magic braziers like Xanareth does, where it's like a Heward's handy haversack, but it's in brazier form. Like, it's totally a standard Harper tool, right? Like, Harper agents totally have them.
Right.
So she'll you do that and gather her materials, and then, if you're prepared, we can depart for your boat, ship.
Follow us.
Punk's Moving Company. You call, I haul.
Actually, it makes me wonder how much that service would cost if you have to use a potion of hill giant strength every time.
A lot.
All right, where do you want the bookshelf?
With the others.
Yes. And don't pull none of this a little to the left and a little to the right crap. I just place it right next to.
Put it not in the
Boom.
way, Thunk.
Yes, I'm going to put it right in the way.
Just put it right up against the stairs so no one can get in or out. Excellent. Yes.
Yes. Oh, and you get your own room, by the way, sister.
Oh well, that's lovely. Goodness, I haven't seen an airship in a terrible long time. What's her name?
The bearded lady.
Charming.
Yes.
There we go.
I guess me and the captain are bunkmates now. Yeah.
Saying that.
Just remember, the top bunk is mine.
He's gonna kick you to the floor and let you sleep on the floor.
All right, I'm gonna be above deck and start setting a course to Agatha's.
All right.
And I'm going to start preparing a delicious meal.
And past the time, I'm gonna make small talk with Gabrielle.
I'm gonna look through her books.
That's
Well, hold
rude.
on. Hold on, Malik. Before you look through her books, could you arcane check my paladin book?
Persuade me, Thunk, because this is some stuff that I'm interested in.
I make a delicious pot roast and waft the smell across his nose. Then I grip Shatter Skull.
I want to let you know, Thunk, that I can trap you inside of this staff for all eternity. So think before you hit. Yes, I'll check your book.
Thank you, Malik.
So if you get the incantation out before he hits you in the head.
Right.
Can't cast
I'm
a spell
quite
with a
hardy for a
broken jaw, dude.
spellcaster. I don't think I need to cast a spell with the staff. I just have to hit him with it.
Let's just see what happens when he breaks your fingers and breaks your jaw. Let's see how many spells you can cast then, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Yes, roll an Arcana check if you are checking the book. All right, excellent.
Here,
Plus
hold on.
2 +2 again.
Isn't that funny? Yes, when studying the book for... Oh, 8. When studying the book for 48 hours over a period of 6 days, you may gain proficiency with plate armor. Which, of course, Thunk already has, being a fighter.
Double proficiency?
No. If I can't dual wield shields for 4 AC,
You can't wear 2 sets of plate armor.
No. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Nice. Saved and saved. Alrighty.
Right.
I tried to make it. I made a delicious pot roast with potatoes and carrots for the captain because he's about to see his girlfriend.
He might not want a full stomach.
Ugh.
My goodness, let's see here. 78 old miles. We're gonna make a pit stop in Coneyberry.
No. Another one, no.
Oh, goodness. All right. Let me type that out here. Got that.
Oh, but if we... What was it? If we give her something, she would tell us something we want to know. Oh, maybe we will stop.
It's up to you. I have deducted the fuel points. And Coneyberry is like right outside Agatha's lair.
that's true.
So if you wish to stop there, you may do so.
All right, let's do it. Let's make a pit stop in Coneyberry.
Man, slow down. I know you're excited to see your girlfriend there, Captain, but just
Both of them.
slow down.
The other girlfriend.
Oh, the one I didn't like?
Yeah,
Yes.
the one you literally had to drag him away from.
Yeah, no. She asked too much there, Thoros. It's too much to ask.
Ish.
Ish.
Not enough. What do you mean she wants too much?
She wants your memories.
It's fine. She'll love my memories.
Yeah. But your memories is what makes you who you are. She's basically stealing your soul.
All right. Yes, you find your
That's
way.
actually a whole other different thing, Thunk, but I agree.
Mathematically,
I
technically.
mean, would you basically sell your soul for a nickel?
How shiny's the nickel? Right. Yes. You find your way into Coneyberry.
Well, if you guys don't want to come, you don't have to. I can do this myself. I'll report back with what I find.
I'll go with you if you want to, just in case.
Okay.
I
Hey.
place a hand on his shoulder. Oh, I'll follow you, my friend.
I'll wait outside.
Good man, Wu.
Where?
Oh, wait a minute.
You watch the ship.
Actually,
anyone-
I'm gonna keep an eye on Sister
Alright.
Gabrielli.
All right.
You almost said sister lover, didn't you?
Sister wife.
Sister wife. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. Then Garen, Wu will wait outside of the Ill Omen Inn, the Mysterious Parcel Inn, and Garen will then remain on the ship with Sister Gabrielli, while Thunk, Thoros, and Malik go to the Mysterious Parcel.
Hey, there's that.
The same drunk guy on the floor, and the guy getting the shave. Apparently,
Yep.
or maybe he just has a really white beard for being so young. But yes, you standing on the chair, the edge of the chair.
She looks mad.
But yes, you make your way into the mysterious Parcel Inn, and of course the barkeep greets you in his usual fashion.
Morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever it may be at the time, sir. We're looking for your for the owner.
Ah, yes, she's just back around the corner past the privy.
All right. Well, it's all right with you. Could I have just some water, please?
Water?
Get him a shot of your strongest drink.
Well, I need to do my hair, dude. I look like a mess right now.
I will prestidigitation your hair.
No.
to
Before you do that,
beautiful style.
before you do that, I lick my hand and rub and slick his hair back.
There we go. Perfect. I'll pull out a small bone comb, start combing my hair into a nice coif.
There you go.
Now I will take that drink.
Orc spit, the best stuff, the best hair gel known.
Ah, yes. Well, if you want the strong stuff, that'll be 5 gold pieces.
I'll give him 8.
Ah, all right, big spender. Here you are.
Yeah,
And he'll pass you a shot glass with some really viscous, like black sludge-looking liquid in it.
Oh, baby. All right, here we go. And I knock it back. As I pop my collar, again heading on back.
Yes, and you see once again a lovely elven woman sitting there sipping from a wine glass of fine cut crystal. Ah, welcome back. I knew you would return to me someday.
Well, hello. Indeed.
I'm gonna sit at this table over here and just watch.
I'm gonna slide right up and sit at a chair.
You're a pervert, Malik.
What do you think, Thunk? All right, there's something wrong. This is a second sexual thing today. Like, just sit down and watch.
Yeah, I'll sit down and watch with you.
Thunk is half orc. He has a one-track mind.
It's either halfway going one way or halfway going the other way.
Well, how can I help you?
We're on a little journey at the moment, on a quest, if you will. And we need as much information as possible to help us find an object. I'm sure, coming from how you handle yourself and from the little bit of what's said here and there, that you should be pretty acquainted with the Book of Bowgentle.
The Book of Bowgentle.
Don't play games with me now.
Well, it's not something to discuss in polite company, but I might know something about it. An ancient Netherese text, I think.
See, I knew you were a little bit more than you said. Yes, we found the location of where it is.
Really?
We have. The thing is that from what we've seen of where it's at, trying to gain access to the actual chamber where the book is seems near impossible. But there has to be a way to be able to get in and out. We could just use a little bit of help. Possibly maybe help us find some people that know a little bit more about the chambers and how to get through them without instant death.
Well, that would depend. Where is this book?
Oh boy.
It's in the something.
Well, that's just, I
yeah,
don't know if I want to
careful
tell
with
her.
this information, dude.
Right.
You know what? Fuck it. Thoros is not a smart man. I just kind of go off and divulge into a brilliant story of the vision that was given.
Yes, and she lets out a bit of a shrill laugh as the sky overhead rumbles with thunder. Well, then you certainly do have your work cut out for you. What?
Indeed. So, as you can see, we need all the help that we can get, and I am willing to pay almost any price that you're asking.
Well, I am sad to say that most requests I receive are rather more mundane, and though I may be persuaded to assist you in some manner, I certainly cannot penetrate those defenses.
Well, like I said, we're not asking you to get us in, just maybe a little bit of a nudge in the right direction to help us find the back door.
Oh, I know all about that. But yes.
Whoa!
I know so many innuendos.
This is beautiful. This is everything I could have hoped for from this conversation.
Thoros lives here now. Fuck you guys. I throw the keys to the ship to Malik.
Well, I'll make a deal with you. I can point you in the right direction, I think, but in return, well, how about just a small sliver of your luck?
Sure. I ride with the Paladin of Timor now. Hopefully he has a little bit of extra luck to pass on. I'll agree to this.
Excellent. It's customary for me to seal every deal with a kiss.
Oh, I was already halfway there. It's all right. Yeah.
Excellent. So she sets down her wine glass, and she gets in close to you, and just gently caresses your cheek with her hand. And as she moves in closer, your lips nearly touching, you can see her tongue unreeling as it goes all the way down your throat, into your stomach, and your intestines. It must be 9 feet long. And presses her lips up against yours, and her visage of a beautiful elven woman fades away to reveal that of a hideous hag.
Fuck.
Agatha!
Yes!
Why?
Yes! Oh, I'm not the only one that have to go through this torture.
You went through it multiple times in the Saturday game.
I've been quiet for so long about this. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes, she kisses you deeply, and then you can feel her tongue once again reel back into her mouth. And something is being pulled away from you, something insubstantial. And then she parts.
I think that's his pride.
Yeah.
Was it good for you?
Oh, it was awesome. Best ever.
Well,
Oh, God, why?
then I suppose it's time for me to live up to my part of the deal.
Fucking A, right, yeah.
The other obstacles, well, I'm afraid that the spirits of the dead are not my forte, but those shadows. Malik, I think Malik got a nat 1 on his con save to avoid vomiting the first time he was kissed.
In the Saturday game, my character, nat 1 on the kiss, there was vomit for days. It was disgusting. Malik is also throwing up as well. Not quite as much. But this was gross.
But yes, she continues. The shadows, they have a weakness. Ancient. Fuck. The shadows have a weakness. Ancient. It is a simple song called "The Nocturne of Shadows," and
Like something from Zelda.
I may have gotten inspiration from someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Say the Nocturne of Shadows?
Yes, the Nocturne of Shadows. And indeed, she will begin to hum the song in a sickening. It sounds sickening and off key.
Well, you good at memorizing songs, Bard?
Yeah.
And
He sounds so disheveled and sad.
Oh yeah, he's not happy right now.
and yes, and you should have now in your journal the Nocturne of Shadow listed.
Ooh. All right.
I'm going to go get 2 more shots of that strong stuff for my buddy when he's done making his deal with beautiful woman.
Ooh, I play a wind instrument. Nice.
Yes, just play this song, and as long as you're playing the music, you'll be safe from the shadows.
Thank you. And
Oh,
as always,
anytime, dearie.
it's been a pleasure seeing you again.
Shouldn't have ate all that pot roast.
Yes.
Ugh.
And she licks her lips with her abnormally long tongue. Anytime.
Okay. Until next time. Okay, I just run to the bar. Gimme.
Oh,
I'm already
careful!
there with 2 drinks in my hand, just sort of holding them up.
Careful
Some
when you
vomit
run.
still coming out of my mouth.
Careful when you run by me. There's vomit all over the floor.
I drink up just to get the taste out of my mouth.
You know? Alright.
I order stuff too. I'm like,
Yes, the barkeep will be more than happy to supply you with any alcohol you desire.
And Garen's just sitting there on the airship having a nice, lovely conversation with Sister Garielli.
Get out my Kool-Aid, dude.
What are you talking to Gary Ellie about?
Oh, well, actually, I did have something I wanted to ask her, but I mean, if you want to finish up with the tavern thing, that's fine.
Anything else y'all want to do there in that tavern?
clean myself up and find my self pride again.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 3 more drinks and then make my exit quite swift.
All right.
Yes.
I will press the digitation, all the vomit away and off of myself. I'll leave Thunk in his own mess for the moment, but when we get close to the ship, I'll clean him off too.
All right. Then
As we walk out to the bar, is there a horse trough out front?
that's a good question. Is there a horse trough out front? There is a let us see. Yes, in fact there is. In fact, there's a horse trough right here.
I'll just dunk myself in there to wash off.
Yes, and someone playing a lute says, the owner? Yeah.
That's good.
I didn't kiss her. He did. It was disgusting.
It was amazing.
Thinking back to it, I'm trying to hold back vomit again.
No more. We're going back to the ship. I'm gonna start talking about something random from a book I'm carrying with me. We're just gonna. This didn't happen.
We will never speak of this again.
Oh, on the contrary, Thoros, everyone will know of this.
I pull out my sword and I will take your lips, sir.
And I look over at Thoros like, will you take mine?
Worth it.
Thunk, you're my number 1. But you will be my number 1 without lips or a tongue. Never speak of it again.
All right, then. As
I'm going to cast haste on myself and run back to the ship to kill Garen about it before they can catch up to me.
oh my goodness! As the rest of the party is in is in the bar. What is Garen? And what are Garen and Lady Garielli doing?
Like, I'll poke my head out every now and then just to make sure that there's no like wandering eyes coming over the airship. And one of the times I come back in to check on her, I'll ask her. So, seems like all your books are in place and undamaged.
Yes, everything was transported satisfactorily.
Good. I'm glad.
Please
So-
rate 5 stars.
So now that we've got a little bit of time, I've had something that I've been a bit curious about. You said that your name was Delzawin in nature, correct?
Yes, Gera in the ancient Delzuan dialect, meaning gift, and Ele meaning from the sea or from the woods. It has dual meaning.
Right. Just as the Delzawin of then were a gift to Faerun when they sailed in their majestic stone boats to these
Yes.
lands.
Yes, it was on one of the great stone ships that I first arrived on the Sword Coast.
Are you Delzawin?
My father was a Delzuan lord, yes.
Huh. What, if you don't mind my asking, what was his name?
I am not able to speak his name.
That is perfectly fine. But this is the first time I've ever spoke with somebody who knew the Delzuin personally. This is very interesting.
Yes, they were a fascinating people. Their culture is much diminished.
Yes, there's very little left in dwarven culture that even resembles that of Delzuin.
It has changed greatly over a long period of time. After many battles, the dwarven people they became much more insular and much more hateful. There was a time when that wasn't so.
I would love to see that time come back. It's just with the way things are going, it's just been so rough. I mean, even the dwarves turn on themselves.
Yes, the long rivalry between Mithril Hall and Mirabar, for example. The dwarves to the south, slain by the orcs in days past. It seems more and more difficult to find a true ally.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Seeing as you're so well versed in Delzuin and dwarven culture, maybe you can help me out. Me and my friends, as we're preparing to go reclaim the book, have decided that we're going to seek out a few things, and one of those things is the artifacts of Gorm Gulthin. We have reclaimed one and know the location of another. Gorm's Vengeance, the hammer, and the Lantern of Gorm, which is in Anarok. Would you happen to know of any others?
Well, the artifacts of Gorm are rather. Well, they were never great in number to begin with, and since the fall of the Delzuin as a people, their locations have been lost to the ages. My father, as High Lord of Gunderlin, wore upon his finger the ring of Gorm's insuppressible might. I expect it would be there in his tomb.
And his tomb is located where?
Far across the Sword Sea, the island of Gunderlin. It now is little more than a ruin. It fell shortly after my birth.
I am sorry to hear that. But I would like you to know the importance. If you can see into my eyes, Gorm's vengeance, which I held in my hand, was absorbed into me after I made a wish at the spell forge. And after speaking with a high priest in Mirabar, believes that I might be able to become an avatar for Gorm himself if we find them all.
Yes, I recognize the flames in your eyes. I had not seen them since I was a child. There was an incarnation of Gorm that protected Gunderlin against a kraken from the deep seas. It's ultimately what destroyed the kingdom. Those fires. Perhaps there's power there to see you through these tasks.
That's what I'm hoping. This has actually been really, really good information. I can't thank you enough.
If you should meet Agatha and speak with her, do not let her see your eyes.
Okay. I can do that. Thank you very much.
And then she will turn to her library and begin perusing the books.
And I will excuse myself to make another round around the ship.
All right. Then yes, the rest of the party may return at their leisure.
Well, I believe Malik got there first.
Very much so. And I will tell Garen about it, hold back my vomit about the wonderful event that has just happened before us. Before I go hide in Woo's chest.
And as we're walking back, I'm asking Thor, so what did it feel like?
Well, Thunk, be honest with you, it was amazing.
You should go do it right now.
It was actually quite the experience. I have to say, I don't know if I would hesitate to do it again.
Huh. Well, you like what you like.
That's what scares me, Thunk.
Scares me a little too, my friend. But no matter what, I will always be there for you, and I'll always be your friend.
Oh, I know.
Become a hag sexual.
Yeah.
Hey, you're stepping on Garen's toes with those puns.
All right, as I board the ship, I go below deck and take a seat at our nice little meeting table. Well, seems we have at least a way to keep the shadows at bay, which could be a good plus.
You got some information then from Coneyberry?
A little bit. I was able to learn a new song, the Nocturne of Shadows. I'll actually take out my flute and I'll start playing it.
Interesting. I've never heard that song before. Has an almost ethereal quality to it.
You should ask him how he got it.
Quite the cost. I hope you all know that I took one for the team big time. And that you all
totally
owe
took
me.
one for the team.
You traded some of his luck?
You made a deal with Auntie Nighthang?
Yeah, I definitely didn't get lucky.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of tongue. A lot of. Oh, one sec.
Um, un- Unfortunately, yes, but it's necessary. Sometimes we have to do things that we don't exactly think right in order to get the job done.
Yes, I certainly understand that. A sliver of your luck, however, is a high price to pay. Though I
Well,
suppose at this juncture, unavoidable.
if this quest is as important as you're making it out to be, I think it's just a small penance for the possibilities that we had anything to do with it.
Well, in any case, we have one piece of the puzzle, one possible solution to one possible problem, at least.
Does this mean we're still not going to go see Agatha?
No, Thunk.
No, we can
Never
go
again.
see her.
We are
No,
never going to see her again.
Agatha's not the hag.
It doesn't
don't
matter.
think.
We're never seeing her again. At least
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
But we could still
Unless-
go see the Banshee.
there is only one thing that will get me to go see her. Thunk,
What?
make me chicken.
Okay. As I go back into the kitchen and pull out a live chicken.
Indeed.
May take a minute. I will start cooking chicken.
Thankfully, you do not yet have any magic items that explode when near chickens.
Garen,
Oh, good.
from you, I need your most powerful drink.
Let's see. I do recall having found some berries. And this was a while ago. So this might have been, I mean, I know it takes years to have finally aged a wine, but this should suffice.
This will do nicely.
And I will give him the contents of my fond memories brewery kit.
Excellent.
I pull out the hairpin. Alec, I need you to clean this up. Make sure that it shines like the northern stars.
Prestidigitation. Pooh.
Can that be the sound effect it makes from now on?
And sister,
I do finger guns with almost all of my spells.
I need you to pray more than you've ever prayed before for me.
Yes. Quite.
After chicken and wine, I'll be ready.
When Thunk's cooking, I picture him like the chef from the Muppets. Herp derp derp derp.
Dorky, 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 dorky.
Word, word, word.
Herp derp derp.
Chicky on the bunk.
Really showing our age, guys.
We're old.
All right, yes. The very wine is sweet and delicious.
Made a nice basic roasted chicken with rosemary and other herbs.
I think Malik has a pouch of infinite spices, right?
I bought that for someone. I didn't keep it personally for me, but I bought it.
Then Thunk is able to produce any spice he pleases.
Awesome.
Rosemary, maybe some a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
All right. Anything else you want to do on the ship, or you're going to head for Agatha?
No, I'll have Malik set a course to Agatha's.
Excellent. It is just a hop, skip, and a jump away as you reach Agatha's lair.
That outfit, I swear.
Yes, and Sister Garielli will remain on the ship.
And for her warning, I'll just stay with her again as well.
All right.
I can
I'm,
wear
I'm not,
sunglasses.
I'm not missing another thing again, so I'm totally going this time too.
Oh yeah, I'm tagging right along.
All right, then yes, as you approach her clearing, the mist swirls around. Ah, you've returned to me.
Did you ever doubt it?
Oh, not for a moment. So,
I've come with gifts, of course. I'd never come in be in your presence yet again without at least coming with something fine. Of course, hailing your beauty. As I produce the hairpin,
yes, and a wisp of fog will wrap around the hairpin as it vanishes and reappears in her hand. Then she places it in her hair after admiring it for a moment. Quite the fitting gift. It matches my eyes.
of course it does. That's why I picked it out specifically for you.
Well,
Now, my lady, I've come hopefully for a favor.
oh,
Indeed, we've been set upon a journey to find an artifact called the Book of Bogentle.
yes, I've heard of that. Netherese text, as I recall.
Indeed, it is. Are you aware of its current location?
I can't say that I am, other than the general vicinity of the Warlock's crypt.
Exactly. Deep within, it's in throughout its different layers and walls and what's nots of horrid grossness. Need to find a way to get in without dying. What I'm trying to say, it's wrought with baddies and different traps and wards and who knows what else. We're not really sure. We're hoping somebody as wise and somebody that's a little bit more current with these sort of things that might be able to help us out.
Well, I suppose you would need to find a way past the spell web. Back when the Warlock's crypt was Orbidal, the spell web suppressed violence and disabled offensive magics. My understanding is the Shadow King has perverted it, turned it into a tool of death and destruction. However, if you're able to suppress your living nature, make the web and its magics see you as an undead creature, you would be able to pass through without harm. I would suggest you seek out the artifacts of Nistel, old Archmage, and servant of the Harpers.
Nisto?
Can you spell that for me so I have it down right?
Yes. Nistel.
Oh, Nisto.
Her power to hide things, to alter their seeming nature, was unparalleled.
I'm going to do a history check, see if that rings a bell.
Indeed. You have certainly heard of the Archmage Nistel. In fact, let us see here. In fact, you have heard of something called Nistel's Maze, which is now in your journal under the Book of Bogentle category. In ancient times, the Delzuin and the Wood Elves of the Misty Forest were attacked by orcs, led by powerful shamans who wielded divination magics to find and destroy their foes. After many bloody assaults, the Delzuin and Wood Elves came together and beseeched the Archmage Nistel for aid. Nistel created a maze of magic, a gauntlet of traps and curses. At its heart was the power of magical deception. The orc shamans would divine the sanctuaries of the Delzuin and the Wood Elves, and would find that they were hiding in the heart of the maze, along with great and powerful treasures. The magic of the maze created illusions virtually impossible to see through and too tantalizing for the orcs to ignore. Legions of orcs marched into the maze, and none ever returned. It has been centuries since the maze was needed to protect the modern dwarves and wood elves, and now sits abandoned east of Waterdeep. But the power of illusion and concealment hidden there may yet be of use.
Doesn't sound orc friendly.
Well, yet again, you've been more helpful than I could ever ask for.
Certainly, and once again she holds out her hand.
I turn back to the other guys as I just I give them a look like, don't fucking say anything.
We slightly smirk. I slightly smirk.
No, there's a gigantic smile on Mallory's face. It's not slight.
As again, I'll grab her hand and even kneel a little bit and kiss the back of her hand.
Excellent. Roll a performance check.
So, might get angry if I fail this, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
Excellent.
Oh man.
Ooh, phew.
Very nice. Yes, she is completely amazed by your more than adequate performance, and she lets out a little bit of a girlish giggle that sounds like a wail that makes your ears bleed, and then will recede into the fogs with the words, "Return soon to me."
I just wave, quickly turn around, and do a quick walk back to the group. So, Millet, what do you know of this maze?
Well, and then I will recite the words of God Himself.
Doesn't
That'll
sound,
say the thing I know about the stuff I know about the maze.
sounds like I probably shouldn't go in there then, Alec.
I think you're fine. It's not like it's literally designed against orcs. It's just it happened to be used against orcs.
Plus, you're not all orc.
So
Yeah.
like 50-50 chance there then, huh?
There you go. I like the way you think.
And with Tamora on my side, I'll take those odds.
Yeah, with Timor on your
Let's
side.
do it to 51-49.
Yeah, it's like a 60-40 deal.
Oh yeah.
Are you sharing this
Besides, if you
information?
die, Garen will poof you back, maybe.
Are you sharing this information with Garen and Sister Urieli?
Oh yeah, as soon as we get to the ship, Sister Garielli is one of the first ones as I bring up Nistel. So yes, we were told of an actual old Harper agent by the name of Nistel.
Of course, and she shows you her Harper pin. It was Nistel's magic that makes these possible. They shield people from divination.
That makes so much sense right now.
If Nistel's maze does contain even a small fragment of her power, it might be sufficient to hide you from the spell web.
Do you know the location of the maze? We know that it's near Waterdeep, but you know it a little bit exact?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna forget this time. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna go start writing a letter to my mom. And, put some money in it.
Tell her about the tongue.
Oh my
My
god.
mother doesn't need to know such things.
Yeah, tell your mom about it. Tell her I said hi.
Actually, I might make a comment about one of my friends making out with a disgusting older woman.
My ship's captain, he's so cool. He had the most epic makeout session.
He made out with a banshee and a hag and maybe a lich someday.
Yes, he's the man.
But yes, and Sister Garielli will also be more than happy to cast Animal Messenger for you if you would like a blue jay to deliver the letter to your mother.
Look, get there, like, okay, no problems. We're not too far away.
You'll be presumably heading down towards Waterdeep anyhow, so it won't be that long of a trip.
Okay, yep. And
Especially-
I will put in 200 gold.
Nice. Then
That should
maybe
be more than enough to help my mom.
maybe something a little bigger than a blue jay.
Yeah. We'll make it easy, and I'll do it in platinum, which is 20 platinum.
20, right? Because it's 10 each. Yeah, 20 platinum, which I think still weighs 2 pounds or something, or a pound. But yes, Sister Garielli will be more than happy to cast that spell for you, especially since it's a ritual. And yes, and then Sister Garielli will go on. Well, yes, I know exactly where it is. The common folk, they call it the Stone House because of the pillars which sit before the entrance.
Well, if you'd like to accompany me up to the bridge, maybe you can help me out with my my navigation tools.
Certainly. She will gladly join you on the bridge if you would like to plot a course.
I put my arm out for her to take, and I look back at the others and give them a wink.
Images flashing of what has just happened, and I tried not to vomit.
I would like to use my once a day use of minor illusion from the Electrum socks that I have to create the faces of the hag and the banshee. Just kind of boop in his face.
You're gonna find scorpions in your bunk, dude.
Oh,
I look back to the long tongue. I was like, did it tickle the inside of his hole?
oh my goodness.
Fuck, I just ate. Like, no. Please, no.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't want you to ruin the chicken I made. I don't want you to throw up the chicken I made you. Yeah, no, enjoy.
I'm gonna go start reading my super evil book that I still don't know what it does.
Yes, you may roll an Arcana check. Now, you have been studying it for about 2 weeks.
Do I get advantage since I've taken so long?
You do not.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, Thoros, you're plotting a course.
I am plotting, of course.
Well, then fine. I will burn my inspiration to give myself advantage.
All right.
+2,
Right.
and maybe if Garen will.
Oh yeah.
+3.
I
So
got it.
actually it's at 20. 21.
All right. Excellent. Yes. The book seems to be describing a method of using charcoal and carving it into a series of almost reflective mirrors and enchanting it in a way that it can absorb souls, even unwilling souls. It seems to be almost a prototype. And the very last section of the book, it seems to indicate that this is the secret to creating the Soulmonger.
Whoa, what?
Wait, creating it?
The last comment in the text is something to the effect of, but no mage, no entity could be so evil and cruel as to create something like this. And the book, now you can see the cipher. This book was written by Palter.
How do I spell Palter?
And Malik would recognize Palter as being the name of the Lich that you fought and killed outside of Kars.
So he was a poltergeist.
Oh, play me off, Johnny. That was a good one.
Oh my
Ignoring
goodness.
that.
Oh my goodness.
You get all the inspiration.
Look, I don't know what Wizards of the Coast, or actually, maybe this was back in the days of TSR that Palter was named, but that is a weird ass name for a Netherese mage. But anyway.
This dude, this was his book. It was a making this. Oh my god. I'm gonna start going through any of the books we have, including Illy Hilly's books on where Poulter might have lived or stayed, because I know we were at his tomb
Mhm.
and we cleared that out, but I want to see if I can figure out where he lived.
Sure. If you would like to do that while you are flying south towards Nistel's Maze, please give a navigation check with advantage, Thoros.
Navigation.
273, and I will subtract your fuel. 5. All right. Excellent. Yeah, perfect. You make it right there with Sister Gabrielle's guidance.
Guide me.
And then, yes, Malik, if you would like to take some time then and study the books of Gabrielle, you may do an Arcana check.
Any sort of boost or advantage from using her stuff?
You're going to get the book bonus for Netherese topics specifically from them, so that is going to be that +2 bonus.
Okay. No advantage?
Nope.
13.
All right. 13. Is Garen providing guidance at all?
Oh, yes. Yes, he is.
16.
16.
Yes, then that is sufficient to uncover that there seems to be some references in some of Gabrielle's books that there was a Netherese mage, a necromancer, who was so evil and vile, even by the standards of the Netherese, which were really low, that he was imprisoned into a tomb and sealed there, hopefully for all time.
Yep, this I knew. Anything about where he might have had as a home or a base?
Yeah, it seems that he was one of the lords of one of the Netherese enclaves. Which, where do I have that in my notes? Yes, as a matter of fact. Alter. It's funny. Halter was also the name of his enclave.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Fucking narcissics.
Yes. However, where that enclave fell, let's see here. That fell upon the ground someplace called the Netheril River, which you would assume would be near the Nether Mountains. However, the landscape has changed a great deal over the intervening centuries.
Okay, the Never River?
The Netheril River.
River.
I'm not even 100% certain where that is myself.
So it's near
Immersion broken.
Waterdeep. Daggerford.
I would
Well, I
be.
see the Nether Mountains.
Yeah, the Nether Mountains are over here. Now, the Netherroll River, again, it's such an old feature, you're not going to find it on any modern map. In fact, the river itself may not exist any longer.
I'm gonna go ask Illy if she knows anything about it.
That is a very good question. I will have to look that up, as it would make sense that the Netherroll River is coming off of the Nether Mountains. The question is, did that river flow into the sea to the east of the mountains, which is now known as the Honorrock? Because if so, then the remains of this enclave would be somewhere in the sands of the Honorrock. Sister Gabrielle will tell you that she will need to do more research.
I'll pipe up and mention that Honorrock is somewhere we need to go anyways.
That is true.
Yeah, we have to go in that direction anyways, so that's good. That's good that it's in that area.
Remind you that the giant purple worm is over that way.
There are giant purple worms everywhere, dragons, whatever. I'm partially desensitized to the craziness of this world since I
You hear
left
the
home.
small patter of feet running across the deck.
Wu, on the other hand, is scarred for life.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of feel like we should have just left him there to die. He would have been better off.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he seems to have fun sometimes.
Yeah.
And I mean, he killed one dragon, so name a goblin that's done that.
That is true. I do not know of any other goblins who have done that.
None.
I would be very surprised. All right.
He's gonna go home a hero.
No, I expect Wu to live for quite a while, but he's just gonna die some like terribly stupid death when he's running away from something. He's gonna like activate a trap and shink smash
I have
against the
a
wall.
resurrection scroll, just saying.
I know, but I'm not sure if we would want to use it
On a
Wu.
goblin? What's wrong with you?
It's not a goblin, it's whoa!
This is more Nick talking, less Malik, but still.
Oh, yes. And, yes, the bearded lady touches down just outside of the stone house. Sister Gabrielle will remain on the ship, continuing
go?
to pore over her books.
We're in Honorrock?
Nistel's
Well, no, we're at
Nistel's
the
maze.
killing maze.
Oh, the place that's not orc friendly.
Yes.
It'll be fine, Thunk.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick up a rock and toss it down this little pathway to just make sure.
Indeed, and as
I'm not even gonna stop him.
who has the highest passive perception? It's Malik, right? 16.
I have a
It better not be Malik.
Is it Malik?
And
Oh,
I-
11.
I got an 11.
I have 15.
I have a 14.
I think Thoros has 16.
Yeah, I got 16.
All right,
There you
then Thoros. Why don't you just roll a history check for me, and then I'll tell you what you see.
7.
Okay. Why do you always roll so low on stuff that you probably should know?
I know, right?
Oh man.
11.
I can give him advantage if you want, because I'm good in history.
Actually, I'm good at history too, apparently.
Wow. Then roll with once again, Thoros. Okay.
15. That's not bad.
You have heard old sea tales and shanties about an island kingdom that features a maze, a labyrinth, if you will, which was home to a hideous minotaur. So that is on your mind as you approach. And what should you see but a half-human, half-bull monstrosity prowling around the outside?
Oh man, I thought that was just accidentally on the wrong layer.
No. Yes, and you can see them with your passive perception, sort of prowling around outside of this entrance to the maze as you approach.
I draw my swords and kind of throw them out so that my arms are at my laid out to make everyone stop. As then I just point to the minotaurs.
All right. Is anyone else going to do anything?
I am going to hold very still so that my armor doesn't make a lot of noise. Because
Can I
apparently,
do a check to see if I know anything about minotaurs?
Sure. That would be these are monstrosities, so that's technically Arcana. Yes. So you know that Minotaurs have a lineage of being cultists of shit. Was it a devil or a demon?
Demon.
Demon, yes. Crap, I can never remember the name of the fucking god though, or the demon lord.
And I'm trying to remember it. I can't remember it.
Baphomet, naturally.
Baphomet?
Yes,
Baphomet.
the demon lord Baphomet. Yes, the Minotaurs were once people who were worshippers of Baphomet or who were tricked by worshippers of Baphomet to undergo this hideous transformation to become human bull hybrids. You know that they are particularly capable of navigating mazes and labyrinths, almost supernaturally so. They are also incredibly strong.
Makes sense. A maze, minotaurs.
Yes, I didn't have to think too hard to come up with this. But yes, anybody going to do anything?
Thunk, you should go say
Throw-
hi.
Throw a rock? Okay.
You've already thrown a rock. You don't need to throw a second rock.
Okay, I'll walk up.
All right, then.
To here.
How about y'all roll initiative?
Aha!
Damn it.
Wow.
My first roll's a 15, but I didn't click my token.
Oh my gosh. All right. Excellent. And funnily enough, Wu gets to go first because he has the highest X. And what is Wu going to do? Wu is going to zip around here behind the bush and behind the stone pillar. He is going to bonus action stealth very badly. And he is going to ready an action. All right, Funk.
Well, since they're gonna attack, I will whip out Shatter Skull and move here and swing.
Excellent. Let's see how that goes.
I'm probably missed.
That is a hit.
Oh,
Yay!
Excellent.
as I spin around and bring in Shatter Skull back across him or her.
I don't know that minotaurs are gendered. I think they're all bulls, but I am not 100% on that. All right, excellent. Yes, that is a hit, and the minotaur is almost bloodied. You can see. All right, Alec.
I'm gonna dust this bitch. Let's move here to see that one. Second level magic missile
Wow, really bad magic missile cast. Right.
And then let me roll this. It's on an even or an odd.
Gotta make a macro for all that shit. Holy crap. You have so many modifiers now.
I know. But that's 13 force damage, 10 lightning, and on an even, add 3 more lightning damage.
So 17? I think that's 17, 27. Wait, 27? 12.
10, 12, 13 force,
14,
23,
23,
26.
26. Okay, excellent.
Best bow ever.
Right? Very nice. Alright, yes, you impact the Minotaur with your supercharged magic missiles. Magic toe missiles. Alright. Anything else you would like to do, Malik? You can see that the Minotaur is nearly bloodied.
I guess I will spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell for round number 2. I'll just do a first level this time.
Alright.
Plus 13, plus 5, so 28, and then even. Ooh, even.
Um,
An extra 1 lightning damage.
29. Excellent. The Minotaur is now bloodied. Alright, Thoros.
Alright, I'm gonna try to take a cue from Woo. I'm gonna try to stealth up on this guy. Bonus action stealth
Alright.
as I like creep across this little wall here
Mm-hmm.
and then pop out right in front of the Minotaur
Excellent.
with Life Stealer. Ooh, 22
22 definitely hits.
or 12 piercing, 3 slashing, then 10 more piercing.
Excellent. You slay the Minotaur.
Yeah, how much? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Screw it. Turn over.
Alright. Garen.
Okay, so I assume this is like Stonehenge. These like arches have gaps between them.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna pop wide over here, engaging this guy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hold up my hand and point blank Sacred Flame in his face.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Alright, he fails his saving throw and takes 11 radiant damage. He is now bloodied.
And that'll be in turn.
Excellent. Now the Minotaur is going to say something in Abyssal.
I know Abyssal. Wait, I think I know Abyssal. I do know Abyssal.
Wow. Oh.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
What's this?
To conquer Earth.
We got a Rita.
Great.
Oh, cool.
Alright. My goodness.
It's not Emily because she's asleep.
Right? Yes. The Anon Steve donated $50 with the message. Oh my goodness. A codpiece of lunchbox for each player and summon a monster to grow. Alright.
Oh.
I guess.
Damn it, Steve.
And for anyone who doesn't know, $50 donation level is anything from the previous tiers, as well as summon a boss monster for the party to fight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Which is
Oh.
great because as the Minotaur, as I was saying, the Minotaur is going to call out, Brogdalothus, I summon thee. And at that, let's take a short break.
Cool.
And we will be back to see what fun is going to happen very shortly.
Oh,
Ripperoni,
no.
ripperoni.
All right, and we are back. So yes, the Minotaur says something in Abyssal. I summon thee. And a hideous crab man demon monstrosity
Oh,
materializes.
son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Nick has fought many of these in my Saturday game.
We fought one of these in our old Wednesday
Oh,
game.
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we did that.
Yep.
We did that with Fax's Chris on Strug campaign.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that was interesting.
Crab people.
Crab people.
Crab people.
4-armed crab people that can fucking fly.
Yes, and
So
now
just think of why?
maybe we'll see. And now the Minotaur is going to strike out at you, Thunk. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
No, it doesn't. I'll impose disadvantage.
18 to hit.
No, that's a miss.
And,
Yeah.
and then it strikes out again. 21 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits.
For 20 slashing as it swipes you with its great axe.
Dirty Minotaur.
And then as the hideous crab creature materializes, as Wu lets loose an arrow from his Sensei's Kensei composite bow, which he hasn't fired in a long time, using sharpshooter to hit the... Wow. He actually hits it for 22 piercing.
Yay!
Oh,
Uh, alas, this is not a magical bow, nor magical arrows. And so you can see Wu's arrow strike the creature and it splinters and fragments, and it does not appear to be doing as much damage to him as you think that it should. And then he fires again. And it misses. And then he's going to bonus action stealth. Bunk.
Oh. I'm going to swing at the Minotaur.
Oh, that hits. Excellent. Yes, the Minotaur is now badly bloodied.
Swing at him again.
Damn. How many crits have you rolled so far? Unfortunately, you don't have advantage on these, but
I
man,
know.
he is almost dead.
And then I'm going to bonus action, grab my holy symbol as I cast True Strike, pointing at the crab creature.
Excellent. Very nice. All right, Malik, you have seen this hideous demon appear. Whatever will you do?
I will cast haste on Thoros, and that's going to take almost all my sorcery points. Third level's 3, so I got 1 left to twin it on Thoros and Thunk.
All right, Thoros and Thunk, you feel a burst of speed. You really
Putting it lightly.
You really do not want Malik to get hit and lose his concentration.
And how far away am I from him? I'm gonna stay over there, just kind of keep him in line of sight.
All right, and then let us see here. Why don't you roll a D100, Malik, for this donation?
Oh, yay! Wild magic.
Bubblegum, 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 bubblegum.
I will reject bubblegum if it appears.
You can't counterspell wild magic. 1D100. Let's see what we got. 41.
Ooh.
You turn into a potted plant. gosh! So, Matlick, you have turned into a potted plant until the start of your next turn.
Well then.
You have vulnerability to all damage. You are incapacitated. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's great. Thank you, Wild Magic.
Great is a word.
Oh, my lord. Oh no, not again. Boros. You may... Thoros, it is your turn. You may roll your D100 now or at the end of your turn if you so choose.
Ooh.
For the next 10 rounds, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on every one of your turns.
Sweet.
Dang.
That was really close to being potted plant.
It's also in the range of bubblegum here. We're in the 40s.
Can I have mine happen beforehand? Because incapacitated means I lose concentration.
That's fine. You have concentration. It's fine. All right, Thoros. What do we got here?
All right, well, I will rush up to the demon here as gonna go at him with Life Stealer.
All right.
On that crit.
14.
That does not hit.
Offhand. Critical.
That.
Can you swap the weapons in your hand real quick?
No.
And with that, you feel the foul taste of Auntie Nighthang on your lips, and that natural 20 becomes a nat 1.
Oh shit.
Your offhand rapier goes flying out of your hand and lands somewhere on the ground.
Not good. All right. Well then, third attack with Life Stealer again.
All right.
Woohoo!
Damn! Wow. My goodness, excellent.
All right.
That hits.
There's gonna be a lot here.
Yeah.
So I'm also gonna do my defensive flourish. So do this.
Well, doesn't Life Stealer just kill him instantly and take his soul?
It has an HP threshold.
Yeah.
But,
Gotta be under.
Okay.
What is it? 40 HP or less.
Something like that. Yeah.
So see, 11, 12, 13 piercing, 6 slashing, 4 fire, 5 piercing. My AC goes up by 5.
Jesus. Okay, so that is that plus that plus that plus that plus that. I think that's 23 damage. I believe that's
If
23.
you add it all together, let's see, it's 13, 14, 15, 19, 24, 28.
28. Oh, you get the bonus damage from the die roll, right?
Oh, and hold on, not done yet.
Oh, your sneak attacks. That's right. Plus
11
7.
more.
Plus 4. That is 39 damage.
39.
Damn.
Did you roll the sneak attack once or twice?
You do it twice.
Just making sure you did it twice.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Yeah, they were just really low sneak attack rolls.
Yeah, really low sneak attacks.
But that's amazing. Yeah, I'll take a look at Life Stealer because I think the HP threshold needs to be raised because when you crit, you do like damn near 40 damage anyway. So I'll take a look at that. But yes, excellent. That deals a tremendous amount of damage. You take off like a quarter of this thing's health in a single thrust. Auntie Nighthang does not get her last laugh.
Oh yeah, where did my rapier go to?
It landed like over here towards the entrance.
All right, well then I'm gonna try to skirt around him.
You can bonus action teleport up to 20 feet because of your wild.
I already
magic.
used my bonus action.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you can go around him. And it's sad to say.
Oh fuck off!
Hey, initiative 0 though.
Eat shit.
Yes, the soft earth bubbles and oozes upward as a creature made of clay forms in front of you. All right, Garen.
I'm gonna once again open my open palm right at the Minotaur's facial area, let loose a sacred flame.
All right. Let us. Oh God, now I have to find the Minotaur sheet. There we go. That is a failure. You burn the Minotaur's flesh, and he falls to the ground.
And I will use the rest of my movement to lock into combat with this guy up here. And before I end my turn, I will go ahead and roll my D100.
Yes.
If that is acceptable.
Yep. You cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to cast it right on crab people here.
All right.
Okay, now I have no idea what the rolls for that is.
5th level Magic Missile. Magic.
5d4 plus 5? No, wait. Oh, yeah.
Magic Missile.
Oh, no. So 4,
6.
5, 6, 7.
7. 7. So, blah, 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 blah. 3. Yes, that is 7.
7d4
plus 5.
7d4 plus 5?
Plus
7.
Plus 7, yes, sorry. 74 plus 7. 23. Excellent. You strike the creature. It is darn near bloodied as your magic missiles erupt from your fingertips.
Woo!
Surely a blessing from Gorm.
Absolutely.
Alright, and now something that is not a blessing from Gorm. 25 to hit, Garen.
Yeah.
For 18 bludgeoning as one of this creature's massive pincers clasps around you. And you are now grappled.
Dadgummit, I knew it.
And then
He loves grappling.
28 to hit, Thoros.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
For 21 bludgeoning as its other pincer grapples you, and it's actually now rotated like this.
About to be like, oh, I got 24 armor class, bitch. Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, don't forget, Thunk and Thoros, your AC has gone up by 2. I think Thunk's already done his.
Yep.
Alright. And now, what is going to happen? That is not the correct character sheet. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh no. It's going to cast a spell on itself. And that's
Yep.
that
If I
spell.
wasn't a potted plant, I could do something about that.
Oh goodness! All right, it casts a spell on itself, and then it is going to fly up into the air 60 feet.
No. No.
No!
No!
No, wait. I'm not okay with this.
Oh no! All right, that is its turn.
I can't even hit it now.
I know. The Minotaurs are dead. Sorry. Now,
Dick move.
hey, but you're no longer in reach of the clay golem, whose character sheet I need to open. Oh man, I'm interested to see how you guys get out of this one.
I think it's called gravity.
Oh man. The clay golem is going to shake itself, and it suddenly looks like it's faster.
Bring it. Come on.
Now Wu is unsure what to do. Potted plant, what's happening? And then he is going to roll his 1d100. He gets a 2. Oh my god. Roll on this table at the start of each of his turns for the next minute.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's awful.
Oh, bubblegum. We got a chance at bubblegum.
Oh my god.
We had a chance at a lot of bad things, not just bubblegum.
Bubblegum is not a bad thing.
And then he is going to fire his Sensei's Kensei composite bow with sharpshooter at the Glabrezu. Damn. Too bad that didn't hit. And then he's going to do it again. 15. It goes sailing past you, Garen. Actually, no. Wait. 15. It strikes your shield, Garen.
Oh.
He has a shield of missile attraction.
Oh.
So yes, it strikes your shield, but it does not break through your AC. That's really bad for you. Oh, goodness. Just make sure. My goodness. Yes, you are the target man. Excellent. And then Wu is going to bonus action stealth. Thunk, you may roll your wild magic now or save it to the end of your turn.
Until the end of my turn. Seeing this thing fly up, I focus my attention on the clay golem.
All right.
I'll move right there. And strike. 22 to hit.
Excellent. That hits, and we just got a donation.
That's
Oh, hey, no, there we go. The Anon Steve is hosting us. Thank you. I hadn't heard that sound before. I'm like, what the fuck was that? It was Go-Go Power Rangers. I'm like, wait, what's that?
What?
It plays Go-Go Power Rangers when someone hosts the channel. That I don't think that's happened before with that music, so I'm like, what the hell donation was that? Alright, yes, 17, bludgeoning. For
Bring it around. Bring it around again. If I only had advantage.
Right? So here's... Yes. Excellent. Shattered Soul is magical, thankfully. Otherwise, it would be completely immune to your attack, Thunk.
Yes.
17 damage for the first hit. The second hit, 13. It just absorbs Shatter Skull, and you can retract it.
And then for my hasted hit.
Excellent. That does hit with 15 damage. The golem is barely wounded.
Damn. And then I'm going to pop Spirit Guardians.
Alright. Your magical unicorn.
Magical unicorns, yeah. It's just magical unicorns. Making it simple now.
Magical unicorns flit about you. Excellent.
Now for my D100.
Oh boy. Let's see what this is going to be. $52. A spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you +2 bonus to AC and immunity to magic missile. You now have 23 AC, and you are immune to magic missile.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh my goodness. Excellent.
That's my turn.
All right. Malik, you
Do I change back at the start or at the end of my turn?
start of your next turn. So you pop back into human form, half-elven form.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
And you can see that while you were a plant and completely unaware of your surroundings, things have changed for the worse.
What has happened?
Garen and Thoros are being grappled by a flying Glabrezu 60 feet in the air. Thunk has magical unicorns swirling around him. A clay golem is battering at Thunk. Wu is cowering in fear, crackling with magical energies.
Well then, this is Okay, I'm going to.
We haven't had a fight like this for a long time.
I
I'm
know.
going
Miss
to
it.
pew, and I'm gonna spend my last sorcery point to twin it to hit the golem and the flying crab.
All right.
First, the crab. Ha!
Crap.
Well, that strikes Garen instead.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. Let's see that damage.
Don't do
All of it?
Oh,
All of it.
no.
Were you holding anything back?
Well, I don't know if I can hold like my added damage stuff.
I think it says you can add the damage as the exact language, so it is optional.
You may.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I am not going to.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
It's still 21.
You take 20. What's the damage type on that? Lightning?
It's lightning.
Or do you have
Oh, that's
any?
good. I have resistance to lightning.
You have resistance to lightning out because your gripply thong gives you resistance, right?
My gripply skin underpants.
So you take 10 damage instead.
Oh, good. That's a little bit better. Thank you, underpants.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's see if I can hit the other one.
All right. 19. Yes, that hits. Oh. Oh my goodness. All right.
29 plus 29.
Is any of that acid damage?
Nope, it is 25 lightning and 4 force.
Excellent. The creature is now bloodied. It is oozing chunks of clay. All right. Oh, excellent. Anything else, Malik?
I'll get within like 60 feet of the Glabrezu.
All
Not
right.
in the air, but
Thoros, you have just seen Malik accidentally strike Garen with a magic pew.
it happens often enough that it's not that big of a deal now.
And you're flying 60 feet in the air, grappled by a demon.
Call down to Malik. Malik, do you have a way to make Garen slow fall if he does?
Don't worry, baby, I got him. I got
Alright.
both of you if you both fall.
And I will attack Glabrezu, Life Stealer, twice.
All right.
First one, kind of bringing my arm around, trying to stick him in the neck. 17.
17 hits.
Hey. 14 piercing, 3 slashing, 8 more piercing. I'm going to do another defensive flourish. 5 more piercing.
Excellent. All right. The creature is now bloodied and beginning to waver in the air.
Second attack. 24.
Does he have to make a concentration check on his fly?
Let's see here.
Because it's a spell.
That is true. That
Oh,
would
as soon as he hits.
be a very
Oh.
high DC. Which he succeeds. All right, then the next hit. 13. Excellent.
And, fuck. He's not down yet. Oh, I don't have my offhand, so yep. Turn over.
All right. And
Can't you do 3 attacks since you're
Concentration on the
hasted?
second hit?
No, because I only have one attack.
Yeah, he doesn't get a second attack normally. So haste
that's right.
Yeah, he's using his offhand. Although you can bonus action teleport.
I know, but the teleport is 20 feet.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So you
I
could.
just said if I would have fallen, I would have teleported to the ground. But
Yeah, that is true.
That's still 40 feet.
All right,
I'll stay grappled.
Aaron.
I'm just
Did you make a
gonna.
concentration check on the second hit?
Let's see here.
It's a stupid low DC for that one, but
Yeah, he gets a 28.
cool.
All right.
I'm just going to raise my hands once again, and
Raise Gorm.
I'm gonna light his face up with another sacred flame. Chapow. That
All right. He succeeds and takes no damage.
Okay.
And now the Glabrezu is going to cast a spell.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
All right. Let me check the level of this.
If it's through lower or lower, it's
This is an 8th level spell.
what?
yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so it's a charisma check, I believe.
Yeah, whatever your spell casting ability is, charisma check, man. Damn!
Oh snap!
Wow! All
I
right.
don't think so, bitch.
Then you have blocked that spell. My goodness. Then let us see here what he is going to do. He is then going to pinch and squeeze Thoros and Garen. 19. It does not manage to get through your defenses, Garen.
Hey.
Then it's going to pinch and squeeze Thoros. 23.
This
Can I
is
impose? Can I'm all right. Can I impose disadvantage on that somehow?
It's still going to miss him anyway, because he has a bunch of extra bonus AC
Oh, okay.
for being
Yeah, I got-
hasted and defense maneuver.
Oh, sweet.
Excellent. All right. Then the Glabrezu is then going to fly 60 feet higher in the air, so you are all now
Oh, shit, that's-
120 feet up. All right.
Don't worry, guys, I got you.
Now, the Clay Golem is going to strike at you, Thunk. 23 to hit.
Dang, right on the money.
Which is 21 bludgeoning damage. Actually, it needs to make a saving throw. Charisma saving throw. It fails, so it takes 22 radiant damage at the start of its turn. Alright, excellent. And then it strikes at you again. Oof, crit fails, but it doesn't have a weapon to lose, so it just misses you and hits the ground. And then it is going to slam again as a bonus action. 10 to hit, and I need a Constitution saving throw, Thunk. Wow, you just pass it. So you are not wounded by this creature's foul magics. Excellent. That was very good. And then I need to... Alright, excellent. As Wu rolls his 1d100, he gets an 88.
That's real close to fireball.
He casts Fly on you, Malik. You are now flying. Oh my
Darn.
goodness. You're now flying, Malik. And then actually I'm going to change the haste icon to the lightning bolt. Oh my lord. And then Wu is going to fire his Sensei's Kensei composite bow with sharpshooter, which has an absurdly high range. It strikes the Glabrezu. It has resistance to damage. Actually, no, it doesn't. It targets
It
Lantis.
doesn't.
It targets Garen.
I have to be honest.
That's right. It targets Garen. That's 21 to hit.
And that hits, but I do have resistance to ranged weapon attacks.
All right. So that is 12 damage. Sorry. Then he's going to.
Not your fault.
Me and Wu are going to kill Garen before anyone else does.
Well, you wouldn't have hurt me if you didn't freaking crit fail. Like, it's only ranged weapon attacks, not magic.
What's great is that Wu gets up to 600 feet of range without disadvantage. Oh, Lord. And then he fires at the clay golem, and the golem just absorbs the arrow. And then he's going to bonus action stealth. All right. And then that is counting down for the magic shield. All right, Thunk, it is your turn.
I'm going to strike at the golem.
Excellent. 25 hits for 16 of bludgeoning. $14 does not hit. 17 hits for 14 of bludgeoning. The creature is now severely wounded.
I will. Action surge and do one more attack.
All right. That does hit, but it does not kill the creature. Although technically it is going to die on the start of its next turn because of your magical unicorn. So that will be interesting. All right.
Yay!
Excellent. Malik, you now have a flying speed of 60 feet.
I will fly up 60 feet. And I'm going to try and shoot him.
All right. It misses, flying past him.
Lame sauce, but that's all that I'll do.
All right. Thoros.
Continuing my assault, I thrust Lifestealer towards the demon. Oh, bitch.
Oh, snap.
The demon is slain instantly, and rather than his soul returning to the abyss, it is absorbed into Lifestealer. And you are no longer grappled. Yes, as you both, Garen and Thoros, begin to fall to the ground.
And as soon as I get within 20 feet, I'm going to teleport and roll.
Excellent. Yes, you fall 60 feet around, so when you reach 20, you teleport yourself and manage to make it to the ground without taking damage. Alright, Garen. You are now falling, unless someone does something.
I'm going to use my reaction skill to continue falling.
Is he going to hit the ground this turn?
I think Xanatar said it's the 60 feet per round, right?
In Xanathar's it says you fall 500 feet.
Holy shit. 500 feet around?
If you're using super absurd like heights.
Alright, then Garen will hit the ground on this turn then. So
I believe it's been a while, but if he's going to hit it this turn, then I'll use my reaction to cast Featherfall on him.
Alright, you may do so. And then Garen, instead of falling to the ground and taking 12d6 of damage, you land softly.
Featherfall has him fall 60 feet per round.
Oh, then actually you'll hit on your next turn.
Okay.
All right, excellent. And then the clay golem is actually going to make a wisdom saving throw, and it fails, and it takes 22 damage and explodes as it is impaled by magical unicorns. My goodness.
Ah.
And you land onto the ground safely, everyone.
Oh,
And then
That
Woo.
was fun.
And then Woo has 8 more wild magics to roll.
Uh-oh. I'm going to hide behind a giant rock.
I'm gonna keep flying in the air like 60 feet up because I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, going in order. 98. There's music playing around Woo for the next minute. Something stupid happens that's not going to happen. Then 20. Woo suddenly explodes in grease. All right. And yes, a mechanical creature materializes near you, Garen.
okay.
I don't have a token for it, unfortunately, because it's an older monster.
The Theater of the Minded.
Yeah, but it is a small mechanical creature. I'm trying to think if it's going to be I think it actually must be a Modron, and it can't be any of the other varieties of Modron. But yes, if you look up Modron in Google image search, let me find something to show you what it looks like.
Okay.
They're cubes and triangles and squares with
Yeah.
faces and wings.
They're all geometric shapes. It's just which one materializes. I think it's just going to be the standard Modron, which is the first one. It looks like a circle with a big eye. Looks
Super adorable.
Yeah, it looks like the dude from Monsters Inc., right? Except it has wings. It pops into existence near you, Garen, and then it kind of takes a close look at you, and it looks into your eyes, and then it vanishes. Right. And now, 69. This is going to be... You all become invisible except for Malik, who is flying far away. Then 88. Garen, you are now flying. Then 3. So everyone turns invisible. And then a 3 happens, and Woo can now see invisible creatures. What is happening? And then all of Woo's hair falls out. Why? And then, with one last scream, Woo's voice vanishes, and he just emits a stream of pink bubbles.
Oh, I know the feeling of that one.
Woo is
I know
just...
the feeling of hair loss.
Huh? Just bubbles popping. And he runs off into the forest.
I am going to float over to this pillar over here and latch onto it. It'll look like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory after drinking the fizzy bubble soda.
The funny thing is, you don't need Featherfall now.
True.
Oh my goodness, this is great.
I go up and I retrieve my other rapier. And then I'll quickly rush underneath Garen with my arms outstretched. I got you. I got you.
Oh no! I'm not. No more. No.
I'm going to start searching the bodies.
And that Motron will be important later. So that will allow me to introduce some fun stuff. I can't wait.
Yep.
Anyway, excellent. Yes, anyone have to... Oh, I wish I could clip that, but it has a time threshold for Twitch, which is already passed. But anyway, I have a recording of it. But Thoros, anyone who wishes to search the bodies of... Actually, I mean, technically, Thoros has the soul of the Glabrezu in his rapier, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right, yes. If anyone is searching bodies, you may roll investigation checks.
I'll just give Thunk advantage.
Excellent.
I think. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh wait, I'm not. Never mind. I'm not proficient.
Not proficient in investigation. Oh wait,
I'll just.
oh, you didn't attune to that magic. You gave the hair clip to Agatha. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And while you do those rolls, I need to add up XP. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Thunk and I are just we're reproducing the scene from Ghost playing with the clay.
oh my gosh. Everyone gets 2,280 XP.
Level up.
1,280.
Which is quite a substantial amount. Some of you may actually level from that.
All leveled.
Wu, alas, is 500 XP short because he did not participate in the last fight. Excellent. But yes, once you finish your next long rest, you may level up.
Awesome.
I think that brings you all to level 7.
I know.
My goodness. It took my Saturday group like a year to get to level 7.
It took fucking forever.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have donations that bring up boss monsters worth a lot of XP.
I know. That was a great $50 donation.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks, Steve.
Yeah, I'll thank my buddy. Just got to figure out what lunchbox is. Unless you just want to randomly roll it.
Oh my. Yes. Why don't
4 cod pieces.
let us take here. So a magic lunchbox, you say?
4 cod pieces of lunchbox. Yeah.
Oh my.
It says it's blue magic.
Oh my goodness. Let us see here. Indeed, Thunk, you find a magical codpiece with an engraving of a unicorn.
Yeah.
And that's actually how it rolled.
It's even better.
Excellent.
I will put that away for now until I get it looked at.
Great. And then everyone else also happens to find a magical codpiece.
Codpiece.
All right. Thoros, you find one that is made out of giant goat skin. With the word love engraved on it.
Yeah, baby.
And a carving of a succubus.
Oh, yeah.
Malik has no idea what any of these things are.
Oh, man. Okay, and then, Garen, you find a magical codpiece.
Oh boy, what's mine made out of?
Yours is made out of gold.
A gold codpiece?
Yes. And it has... Oh. What is this? What? Okay. It says, engraved upon it, it says, "The House of Heroes."
Ah!
These are the best.
And then Malik, you find a codpiece that is made out of. Oh my lord! It is made out of rubber.
Oh, kinky.
And it has the word depression written on it.
God.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, these are great. And then
Wow.
Wu finds one attached to him made of bone that has the word childhood written on it in the goblin language.
Oh,
Weird. That's weird.
A lot of these are
oh,
strangely appropriate.
Right? Oh man. All right, yes. And then additional stuff for the investigation. Funk did not investigate very well, and neither did Thoros, sadly.
Would you allow me to give them guidance?
Sure.
help.
So,
Woohoo! 8.
All right. You find a level 1 conjuration scroll, Thoros. And Funk,
With my.
you find a level 1 enchantment scroll,
Oh yeah, we haven't found scrolls in a while.
right? Excellent. All right, and then Malik.
Throw it in the furnace.
Malik finds a lavender-colored book, which features an embossed image of a kraken upon it. The cover of the book is made of solid silver.
Can you put that in the chat? 'Cause I don't want to type all that.
Let's see. Right. There you go. All right, and that is what you find.
Awesome.
And the entrance of Nistel's maze looms before you.
You guys want to camp out before we go in, or what?
I'm kind of hurt.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, at least a short rest would be nice.
I'm roughly tapped out of spells, and if we take a
Then we might need to
take
make
a
it a
nap.
long. Maybe we should go back to the airship.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I agree. That way
It's up to you, Captain.
I can cook y'all a decent meal.
All right.
Right. I don't think it's that imperative that we can wait at least another day. Let's head back to the ship.
Right. You return to the airship with your magical cod pieces.
Pieces.
I mean, I know you randomly rolled those, but Garen was right. Those are oddly very fitting for each of us.
Yeah, it's funny. Symbol featuring a carving of a unicorn.
I used my Tamora unicorns,
Yeah.
like little perfect. Thoros is like really sexual, succubus and whatnot, and made out of hair,
Hair.
goat skin, whatever.
Goat skin.
I pictured goat skin's just, I'm just picturing his is just hairy.
So it's more of a merkin than a codpiece?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Garen's what, Hall of Heroes or something like that.
Right?
It's made of ore that you would mine.
Now it's just made out of rubber with the word depression.
But yes, you may return to your airship and get in your long rest if you so choose.
As we throw our cod pieces at Malik.
Ah!
I don't know what these are. I don't know what to do with them.
Oh my lord.
Figure it out.
You can always do what Emily's character did when she found a brazier and just slung it over her shoulder to use like a quiver.
I mean, if he doesn't want to identify them, I've got the identify spell that I have enough to identify 4 of them.
Funnily enough, Sister Girielli also has identify.
Oh, what up, sister? Come check out my codpiece.
It's rather hairy.
It is.
I'm gonna check the book I found.
I'm gonna level up.
So you may-
As,
Oh, no.
as I hand my cod piece to Garen.
yes, you may
Sure,
level
I
up.
will I'll cast Identify on Thunk's codpiece.
All right, let me scroll up and find that. All right, carving of the unicorn. And yes, we will conclude the session with the identification of the magic items. And
I get smite now. I got smite.
oh wow, uh, interesting.
I just get a 4th level spell.
All right, Thunk. This cod piece gives you the power. When hit by acid damage, you may subtract 1d6 from the hit. And let's see here what else it has. Once per long rest, you may roll a single saving throw with advantage. One charge, replenishing at midnight when you roll damage for a spell, which includes smites. You may re-roll any number of the damage die for that spell, and you must use the new rolls.
Ooh.
It's really nice. And interesting. What is this? It also gives you what? I do not know what that is. Let me look this up. Okay. That is blah 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 blah. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Once per long rest, you may use an action to transform this item into a magical raven. It can deliver a message to anyone in a 50-mile radius, provided you know the name and face of the person. When the raven returns to you, it reverts to its natural form upon your body.
Actually, kind of cool. I can send messages to Lady Gabrielle.
If the bird should die en route, it reverts into its item form and unattunes from you.
Oh.
That's a very interesting item. I did not know I had that in the possibilities for generation. And then it also has +1 to charisma.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Anyone else identifying anything?
Oh, sister is going to be identifying
Oh,
mine.
yes. Let us find that. Goat hair. Here we are. Goat skin. Alrighty. You.
Oh,
In context, the bear's vital signs, such as pulse and breathing, are masked by this item and are undetectable by non-magical inspection.
oh.
I can't imagine what a succubus would love, like how that would be useful. However, it bears a minor curse.
Oh.
You can no longer see the color magenta, and objects or creatures of that color are invisible. In addition, In addition, you have resistance to all damage from goblins. You have +2 AC against giant crabs. When you make a weapon attack, you may add 1d6 slashing to your hits. And You have resistance to all damage from rovers.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And the final mod is... This one has a lot of shit. Once per long rest, you may cast Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Oh, bad.
Alright. Anyone else identifying anything?
What was my cod piece? Did we do mine?
The gold one. Are you doing your own identify spell?
Yeah. I'll just identify it.
Oh, sweet. A second fighting style.
Ah. You get a second fighting style for multiclassing as a fighter paladin?
I do not know.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked at paladin in a while.
If it's in the paladin thing, then
It's on the paladin table.
yep.
Fighting
sweet.
styles.
Yep, he gets a fighting style for being a paladin.
Nice. Alright. Right. Now, Garen, your golden codpiece, it says what, the Hall of Heroes or Home of Heroes?
The House
House of
Heroes.
Heroes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. The bearer gains +5 speed.
Ooh.
Oh,
Uh,
Yay.
that'll help a little bit.
right? What else? That's if you want to attune to it.
Yeah, I've got way too many good things on me right now.
When taking damage from a monstrosity, roll 1d6. On an even number, you have resistance to that damage. Let's see here. It grants resistance to radiant damage.
Oh,
Gives
another resistance side.
+2 strength.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to hold on to this.
Right? It. Right? Okay. Only that. It grants proficiency with short swords. Which, is there anyone that's not proficient? Oh yeah, wizards aren't proficient with short swords now that I think about it. I know all that. I know that too damn well.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. And hey, it has my favorite meta magic. When casting a spell on a creature that only targets one, you may target one additional creature once per day.
Cool.
All right. Anything else getting identified?
I'm gonna check the book I found.
All right. Roll your Arcana.
I'm gonna save that bad boy for level 8 when I have another slot for one.
And I steal advantage from Thoros.
Is Thoros going to help you, or is he too distracted by Sister Garielli poring over his codpiece?
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll help him.
All right. Nice.
26 total.
Right. Need to find that. Oh, there we are. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right. This book does not require attunement. And let's see what we got here.
Oh, I gotta pick spells.
Once per day, you may use an action to cast a random spell from all spell lists. That is to say, a single random spell from all spells available in the game.
Does it do anything else?
That is the extent of its power.
It's actually kind of cool.
That is neato. And I'm gonna go on top of the ship and I'm gonna test it out.
All right.
And I guess figure out what Woo's does.
Yeah, Wu has one too.
Made a bow that says childhood.
Yeah.
It's just straight up weird.
One charge replenishing a midnight of detect thoughts, as well as it grants proficiency with the Flames of Phlegethos, which is a tiefling racial feat. Also, contains 2 unreplenishable charges of Silent Image, grants proficiency with studded leather armor, and 1 unreplenishable charge rolling damage for spelling. You may re-roll a number of dice and must use the new rolls. Wu is going to hurl that into the furnace and dive into his chest.
Good man, Wu.
Oh, and these 2 spell scrolls we found.
Ah, that is correct. I believe one was level 1 evocation or enchantment? Level 1 enchantment, right?
Yeah, mine was enchantment.
Okay, give me a D12. Sorry, a D11. D11. That is a scroll of animal friendship.
Oh boy!
And then Thoros got the other scroll, right? What scroll is that?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. D10.
Great.
This is a scroll of entangle.
Oh.
What do I roll to cast a random spell?
Let's see here.
I'll throw my scroll on the fire.
Let me see. I will add a macro for that. Random player spell. Sorry, what were you doing, Thunk?
I threw my scroll in the fire in the furnace.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Added that macro. Now I need to give you access to that. Where is it? Players. There we are. Random player spell, visible to players. I will make that visible. All right, you now have access to that macro.
Let's see what it does. I think you might have it whispered because it didn't pop up for me.
Player spell. Oh, that's odd. It works for me when I hit test, and it's not whispering.
Here, let me. No table found with that name.
Oh, because
He
you don't have
doesn't
access
have
to
the rollable table.
Yeah, he doesn't have a table. Okay. Let me see if I can't make that visible. If it doesn't crash the game, because holy shit, it's a big table. Yes, save. Okay, there you go.
Still nothing. Click on it.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Blinding Smite.
Tell you what that does, right?
I mean, I don't have anything to hit. I'm just testing it.
Yep. Plus that. Alright, I have added the fuel to the ship from those scrolls. Right.
I'll put my cod piece in there too.
Alright. Let's add that. Alright, anybody else gonna be doing any identifying? Anything else?
That's it.
Alright. Excellent. Then yeah, everyone can level up. Get yourselves all ready for level 7 for next session, and hopefully we will see everybody next week on the 19th, which is going to be our last session for a couple weeks because of the holidays.
All right.
So we'll see hopefully everyone next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I think.
Yep.
All right. Have fun. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for donations, and see y'all next week.
Bye bye.
Later, guys.
Bye bye.